gentleman from Louisiana is recognized for 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank Chairman McCall and Ranking Member Meeks for coming together on this critical, important piece of legislation, this first piece of legislation under Speaker Mike Johnson to stand with our friend Israel as they're under attack from Hamas and other terrorist organizations. Let's not forget what has happened, because there are reports that Iran and other terrorist organizations worked with Hamas for not only months, but possibly up to in over a year, planning these vicious attacks that now result in war and death of so many people, not just Israelis, Americans, hostages, so many injured, thousands more. This is horrific. This is an opportunity for people all around the world to stand with Israel's right to defend themselves. But as we look at the casualties, as we look at the devastation, the barbaric nature of the attacks coming from Hamas in Gaza, we must recognize that the funding that goes to these terrorist organizations can be stopped with stronger action from this Congress. And I know we're going to be coming together again to address some of those issues. We need to stand up against Iran's ability to sell oil on the world markets, because they use those billions of dollars in funds to also augment and fund terrorism to groups like Hamas. Everybody knows it happens. It's been going on for years and years, and it must stop. We must stand up against it. We must also freeze the $6 billion that still hasn't been transferred, but that was negotiated as part of a settlement that even Iran has admitted can be used for whatever purpose they want, including funding terrorism. We can't stand by and let that happen either. And as we're taking strong action to stand with Israel, our friend in the Middle East, we must also stand up to the anti-Semitism we see here in our country that pops its ugly head during ugly times like this. So I applaud my colleagues. Again, 425 co-sponsors on this piece of legislation shows that even in a divided Congress, we can come together when it's time to support our strongest ally in the region when they are under attack. We strongly stand with Israel. Let's pass this legislation overwhelmingly. I yield back the balance of my time.